Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Bible Study. I'm using the King James Bible and I'm in Genesis. Um, if you would want to turn there to Genesis 1:14 to 19, we're going to discuss briefly, maybe a little less than 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more than 5 minutes. And you'll be able to read my comments also on Blogspot, my blog. And I'll post that in the comment section, a link. Genesis 1:14 to 19 says, "And God said, Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good in the evening and the morning, or the fourth day." Now, the Bible teaches an earth-centered and an earth-focused universe. Theoretical scientists dismiss this notion as in order to push an atheist agenda. This cannot be accepted. However, some of the most brilliant scientists have admitted that the earth appears, from our own observations, to be in a central location in the universe, although they simply cannot intellectually accept that. Fred Hoyle, one of history's great theoretical scientists, wrote in a textbook published in 1975, "However," he refers to a diagram of the universe, "would demand a special relation of our own galaxy to the universe, since in this figure we have taken our galaxy to be located in the center of a non-uniform distribution of galaxies. It hardly seems plausible that our galaxy would be in any such privileged position. So we answer the above question, which was, would anywhere appear to be the center, making the universe acentric, affirmatively on the intellectual grounds, rather than because such an answer is determined by observation. The fact that, according to the observations of many theoretical scientists, based on the data they have collected based on their own theories and mathematical models, the Earth may be in a central position in the universe is interesting, to say the least." Excuse me. Regarding the belief that was once widely held by both scientists and Christians, that the Earth was the center of the solar system, the geocentric theory, rather than the sun, the heliocentric theory, as Copernicus theorized, Hoyle had this interesting statement to make. "We now know that the difference," and I'm quoting, "we now know that the difference between a heliocentric theory and a geocentric theory is one of relative motion only, and that such a difference has no physical significance. Remember, there are no walls, ceilings, or floors in space, so determining relative motion without those reference points can be very complicated, and often the evidence and mathematical calculations can point in one way and also prove the reverse." So now, in the controversial book Rare Earth, Why Complex Life is in the Universe, Why Complex Life is Uncommon in the Universe, by University of Washington scientists Peter Ward and Donald Brownlee, astronomer and astrobiologist. I apologize for the delay. My computer froze up. Put forth the evidence and theory that showed that for life to exist on Earth, the universe was perfectly suited, and even a slight variation in much of the observable universe would result in a lifeless Earth. So it looks like life is rare and only here, according to them. From our perspective here, the Earth appears to be the center of the universe and the only place where the existence of life is necessary. The Bible here states clearly that the sun and the moon were created for the Earth, for purposes here, and were not formed by a random process without meaning. However, modern ideology that life is basically an accident and we are insignificant, swirling in an equally insignificant position in the universe, is the prevailing modern myth that you are allowing your children to be indoctrinated in public school and college. By the way, with regard to the moon in verse 16, the Bible tells us that it does not generate light of its own. Job 25:5. "Behold, even to the moon, and it shineth not, yea, the stars are not pure in his sight." Just as we are told that the earth is not attached to any object, not on the back of a turtle or on Ajax's shoulders or Atlas or wherever Greek mythology, Job 26:7. He stretcheth out the north over the empty place, and hangeth the earth upon nothing, and that it is circular in shape. Isaiah 40:22. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. And that in the expanse of outer space there is a vast empty place, as Job 26:7 stated above, which we have confirmed by observation. And so that was Sarah Knapton wrote an article in the Telegraph, April 20th, 2015. Mysterious supervoid in space is largest object ever discovered, scientists claim. So, and yet, theoretical scientists in the main deny the Bible's truth. However, any honest reading of philosophers of science will show you that theoretical science is driven by ideology as much as it is any honest assessment of the evidence. And I would recommend reading Richard Lewontin's Biology as Ideology, Paul Feyerabend's The Tyranny of Science and Against Method, Ian Hacking's Representing and Intervening, Nancy Cartwright's How the Laws of Physics Lie, Thomas Kuhn's The Structure of Scientific Revolutions and the Copernican Revolution, and E.A. Burt's The Metaphysical Foundations of Modern Science, all of which are very important in understanding what brought me to my understanding of this. So your best bet is to believe the Bible as literally written. It is a primary source given to men by God, the God who created them, and is thoroughly reliable, while the musings of theoretical scientists are not. The sun and the moon exist to perform certain functions with regard to the earth, not as accidental events of nature and space-time. There is a myth perpetrated by textbooks and lectures of scientists and philosophers that the ancients believed the universe was very small. The Christian writer C.S. Lewis, referencing a number of ancient and medieval sources, pointed out that the ancients thought the universe to be quite large in his book, The Discarded Image. Okay, well, I've gone over more than what I wanted to today. I thank you if you listened to this, and I hope you'll check out my blog. Have a good day.